You're videotaping the show. I am.
Hey guys, sorry for all the covers. It's really cold in my hotel room. I think my family are lizard people because I don't know why anybody would keep the hotel room this cold. But anyway, I am in Connecticut right now, and if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that Connecticut is like my second home. Connecticut. But today we are here because, well, okay, let me give you some backstory. Picture this. 3 days ago, my sister was looking back at the pictures from last year and went to Comic-Con, and I am just non-stop bitching about VidCon. I'm so bitter that I'm not at VidCon, like, it is bringing out the ugliest of jealousy. If you follow me on Twitter, you've already seen all these tweets about how jealous I am of everyone at VidCon. My gosh. It's really annoying. So my mom noticed both of our mopey-dopey butts, and she was like, let's find something to do for the weekend. Maybe there's a convention somewhere on the East Coast. So we're like, okay. And we found ConnectiCon, which is like a multi-fandom convention. And I'm super, super excited to say that I am going today. But we decided that we were gonna go to this convention 3 days ago. And I just had to think to myself, what's an easy cosplay to do? Not only because I suck at cosplay. If you watch my last year's Comic-Con video, you'll see my very interesting looking Peridot. But I also only have 3 days to put this together, so I need something very simple. So something simple and also something fun that I could be in character with. So of course I thought of my beautiful boy, Logan Sanders, but I have to ask the cosplayers a question. So do you usually go as a character you relate the most to? Because Logan is my favorite Sanders side, but he's also least like me. If I was going as the Sanders side that was most like me, I would be going as Roman, but that's also the most complicated outfit, and like I said, I only had 3 days.
Am I doing this wrong? Am I cosplaying wrong? Am I the world's biggest noob? Or
anyway, I'm going as Logan. Wait, I believe I have an index card for this one. Your boy looks like a whole ass snack. Okay, dropping the character, I'm living for this. I've never worn a tie before, and I love it, and I want to wear ties more now. I gotta go for this androgynousness. I'm gonna do a montage of me just strutting. And I almost forgot the most exciting part. Even I don't have the vocabulary to describe what I'm feeling inside, but for me it's very unordinary. I've never tried this jelly before and I'm so freaking excited. I don't want you to see this as Logan saying this, so the screen's gonna cut to black right now, but the idea of eating a spoonful of jelly sickens me. So I really hope I enjoy this. I'm sure I will. I'm an actress. Logan loves this, therefore I will love this. I gotta do the legendary. I am going to flip my lid. Okay, here we go. It's really good. It has like the full ass berries in there. I would never have spoonfuls of jelly. I get used to that. It's really good, don't get me wrong. Spoonfuls of jelly though. I think we'll be alright. And now a compilation of me remaking some of Logan's most iconic moments. No, I mean maybe.
No, I don't know.
I don't know, you're confusing me. I think I have a vocab word for this. You good fall.
I'm sorry, did he just hiss at me?
I said figuratively. And that is why I say it. That is why I say it.
Save the rainforest.
This video is not even sponsored.
I'm just a fan. Crofters, the only jelly I will put in my belly.
El Principe es estúpido. Oh, what time is it? I really don't want to scream if everyone's asleep. Okay, it's 10 o'clock. They should all be up by now. False time! We're in the parking garage of the convention center. I did a bunch of TikToks on the way there.
Really neato artwork of us all and some writing as well. Say, what is a ship?
Seriously, immorality, you don't know what that is? It is a craft designed for water travel.
Your verse was weak, your rapping stinks flamboyantly, employing these trisyllabic rhymes. I can match that easily. I'll beat you every time, so you do not want beef with me, Princey. I drown at lesser MCs when I float.
Smarty pants.
Gladly. Thomas.
Geek squad? More like squadless geek. You're alone.
Well, you're lashing out like a little bratty baby. I'm going to take the figurative high road and ignore your name calling.
But you just called me a little bratty baby. Tom!
And then I remembered another iconic moment that I have to recreate, so
This is just my look. You stole my look.
But you're not peering through a styling pair of Warby Parkers. So when we got there, we already had the tickets, but we had to wait on this long-ass line to get the passes. So here's footage of me on that line eating half my jar of Crofters. Is that Steven from Steven Universe? Yes, it is! So after we got our program and passes, we went to this bar restaurant thing, and they had themed drinks for ConnectiCon. So it says on the menu gamma radiation, but it appears to be an alcoholic beverage of sorts. After that, we met Zach Callison, voice of Steven, and Grace Rolek, the voice of Connie, and they were both the nicest people ever. I'll talk more about this later. When I went up to them, I didn't want to just stick a camera in their face. So later, I will talk about my experience with them, and you'll also see footage from the panel. Look at all of the video games. All of the video games. What? She jumped in on my game because I got so embarrassed that I quit. Yes. It looks like you're doing good. I'm doing decent. If you follow me on Twitter, you know how long I've been looking for this specific plushie. I think I even talked about it on my channel, if I did roll the clip. King is everything. I want this plushie. I just saw it on Twitter. I'm obsessed with it. And I'm just so happy I found it. ConnectiCon, you done good. The tie's already off. Glasses coming off. Pass coming off. Let's talk about meeting Zach Callison and Grace Rolek. Literally the sweetest, cutest, best people ever. Okay, let me tell you about the conversations, because the conversations were flowing. I was acting like a really normal, sociable person, which is rare for me. I usually get way too psyched out, but Zach was a little late to his signing, which actually worked in my favor because I would have waited days anyway. Like, do you know me? So I was already comfortable waiting a long period of time, and in that time I actually just calmed myself down. I was in the presence of his parents anyway, which was also really weird to me. I just saw their last names. I didn't tell Kelly because she was bugging, like she was bugging. So when he comes, we get autographs for Kelly and then a picture all together. I really cared about the picture and more of the conversation. Whenever I meet celebrities, even when I talk about our interactions afterwards, I never record them because I don't know. If I was talking to somebody, I wouldn't want them just recording me without first having an interaction. I recorded more at their panel, which that will be like the last footage I put in. So first interaction was Zach saying to Kelly, who was cosplaying as Steven, he was like, "Oh my gosh, it's me!" And he did it in his Steven voice, even though it was clear his voice was a little bit tired. He was just still in it, and he was still so peppy, and it was just so great to see. Because they've been doing a lot throughout the day. I mean, they already did signings yesterday. They've been doing signings all throughout the day today, and like photo shoots and panels, and it can be exhausting, but he was still super in it. And Kelly said, "Okay, so I hate Ronaldo. Who's your least favorite character in Steven Universe?" And he goes, "I love Ronaldo. What are you talking about?" He's like, "Why do you hate Ronaldo?" And Kelly wasn't expecting that reaction, so I just jump in with, "Well, he did try and murder Lars that one time." And he's like, "Oh yeah, manslaughter I guess isn't really cool." And we had this, we're all just bantering, just banter. And then I asked him, spoilers for people who don't watch Steven Universe and intend to watch Steven Universe, I asked him, "When did you learn that rose quartz is pink diamond?" And he said, "I learned that 6 months before filming the episode, recording the episode, but that was 2 years before it actually aired." So he was sitting with this knowledge in his head for 2.5 years before the rest of the world knew. Insane. I can only imagine what it's like for Rebecca Sugar, who knows from probably the get-go. And then I just randomly thought of a question because I remembered that Chance the Rapper is an executive producer. And I said, "Oh, speaking of the movie, did you meet Chance the Rapper?" And he went, "What? Chance the Rapper? What are you talking about?" And I thought I got something wrong. And I said, "Isn't he the executive producer of the movie?" And he freaked out. He was like, "That's public knowledge now? I didn't know that everyone else knew about that. Thank you for letting me know." And I was freaking out. I said to him, "Oh my gosh, I thought I just broke the news to you." He said, "No, I was acting like I didn't know, but I didn't know that people knew yet." No, we've never met, but we have talked over the phone and stuff, I believe is what he said, but I was just still so shocked at how good of an actor he was. I thought I said the wrong name or that I just got fake newsed, but I didn't. And I told Zach to his face that everyone knows the news, and he freaked out about it. At this point, again, conversation a-flowing. Usually doesn't happen with me. So then I asked him, "You know that T-Pain likes the show too, right?" And he said, and I'm not sure if he said this to anybody else, I think this might be Athena P channel exclusive. He said, "We've been trying to get T-Pain on the show forever, but scheduling just never works out." That one episode with all the amethyst guards in the human zoo, one of them was supposed to be voiced by T-Pain. Ah, that would have been so cool. I wish their schedule worked out. Maybe in future seasons it will. I'm really excited about it. I just can't believe that that was also confirmed for me, because for the longest time I was just sitting here thinking to myself, why haven't they included T-Pain yet? T-Pain loves the show. And Zach's like, yeah, it's so cool that he likes the show. So many people who you wouldn't think would like the show. Lil Nas X apparently likes the show, which I didn't even know about. Hi, editing Athena here. I just remembered that also after he mentioned Lil Nas X, we both started singing Old Town Road together. It was just such a wholesome moment. And then we meet Grace, and she's just so sweet, so bubbly, and just kind right from the start. "Oh, I love your costume." Super sweet. I asked her about the audition process for Steven Universe, and she said, "Oh, I got the audition through my agent, and then I just had to send in a recording." It was super straightforward, and the voice recording was from the episode Bubble Buddies, where she's at the bottom of the ocean. She's like, "I don't want to die with no friends." So she was like, "This is a kid show? Okay." And that was really funny to hear about. And now I just realized I don't know how to get an agent, and I should get an agent. I would love to do voice work. Anyway, it was just funny. She told me like, "Oh yeah, agent." And I'm like, "Oh, why not think of that?" But I don't know how to get one of those. I guess I'll just keep tagging in my videos, "I need an agent," and see if this sparks joy for any agents out there who need clients. Moral of the story, they were both really, really nice, and I want to talk to you guys about it. Now here are some clips from the panel.
It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? You won and she chose you, and she loved you, and she's gone. It's over, isn't it? Why can't I move on? It's over, isn't it? Why can't I move on? Sing, you can sing with suddenly swarming. Such we are crystal gems. We'll always find a way.
I didn't record too much of the panel because I was just in the moment. And also, a lot of people in the audience were a little talkative, and I don't think it was people being rude necessarily. At the panel, even though I loved it so much, I was getting really anxious. I don't know why. It was just a lot for my brain to... I really wanted to focus on Zach and Grace, and there was just a lot going on around me and behind me. And as much as I had a super fun time, I'm glad I had the one-on-one time with them before, because if I just had the panel, I would have been like, I don't feel like I connected with them.